Hey everybody, this is Eric for the little Whitehouse, and we started off the day heading down to South Bend Organic Resources to get some compost, and we took the kids along and they had a great time. We emptied the truck and got everything out on the garden, and then I'm down here in the grow room, but we emptied the grow room of all the plants and took them out there under the carport to get them acclimatized to the weather and hardened off so that they can actually get transplanted and put out in the sunshine. Tonight it's supposed to be like 36, 35, somewhere in there, and I'm just gonna let them be out there. And I had, a plant over here that you can see. 2 weeks ago we were able to go and get some wood mulch from there, and my kids wanted to plant a plant out there, and so I think this is a broccoli plant, and it survived 2 hard frosts and it's looking pretty good. The peach trees survived as well, but my garden is looking more like a weed field than a garden, and so I've decided I needed to start over. 8 years ago I started back to Eden gardening, and for about the first 2 or 3 years I got quite a few wood chips, but this last go round, the last few years, I haven't gotten as much as I should, and you can tell all the weeds have grown through. Anything that was laying dormant for several years, it was able to grow up and start afresh. So I'm gonna just mow everything down and put cardboard over the top of it and start over, and that's what we're gonna have to do. I got more composted stuff than I've ever gotten before this week, and I'm very happy with what I got, and I believe I'll be able to plant directly in it this year, and by the time the roots get big enough to go down past the cardboard's gonna be deteriorated enough to let it do it. Anyway, a few other things. We have a red rhubarb Brussels sprouts, and that survived the winter. That was planted last fall. The comfrey is coming up, and also we have a big bunch of mullein. There's one plant right there, but I've got like 20 plants that are growing throughout my garden, and we have a person that we give most of it to because she is able to help others. She makes mullein tea, and that is a very good home remedy for, if you get a cold or whatever, and it'll quiet your cough at night and you can get some sleep. And so she's kind of made a ministry out of it, and so we're trying to help her out with her ministry by supplying her with some of the ingredients that she needs. One of the basic ingredients of mullein, and then of course the comfrey we have, and that's something that anybody can use, and it can be used for a lot of different things. If nothing else, you can use it for fertilizer. Then later on in the day, of course, we did build a fire, and we kept that going most of the day. It's kind of died out now, as you can see. But that's how our day went. And so we just wanted to bring you a little bit of what was happening at the little Whitehouse today, and wish everybody else, happy beginning of gardening season. I know it's not really quite beginning because our last frost date is May 15th, the last average frost date, but if I look at my calendar or my 10-day forecast, I'm looking at lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So, and that's the lows. Some of the lows are in the 50s. So I'm gonna say that we're close enough to being past danger of frost that I'm taking my chances. I know I've saw some other people that took their chances and they believed that their last frost date was even over, and they had some tough luck, but I feel bad for them, but I'm gonna still do the same thing because that's what gardeners do for the most part. Anyway, that's my 2 cents for the day. Thanks for watching. God bless, and see you next time.